Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin with Elliott Wave Theory. Couple of advertisements here at the start. I've finally completed the Elliott Wave and RSI Advanced course, so if you want to master the RSI and want to learn how it can be utilized properly with Elliott Wave Theory, check out the course on Udemy. I've also started Counter Trend Capital with few expert traders that will be paid Discord group. Currently the Discord is free, so you can check it out if you're interested. And lastly, if you want to educate yourself and support me, you can take a look at Patreon, where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and extra content overall. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the charts next. So here we are on Bitcoin charts, and let's take a look at closer on this structure today, which seems to be a bit pumping. But again, overall what we've had, we're going to be looking into this same structure where we had this as a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, ending the third of this structure here somewhere along these peaks. Overall, does it matter? No, it does not. We have either this as three ways coming down or a three-way structure coming down into these lows that we currently have protected here. Either it's going to be again WXY with an extended wave Y, or we have some kind of end up in here, which again does not really look good, as this seems like more like a three-way structure. So that's why I had a structure like this now. But again, does not really matter. I'm still seeking for one more high to give a pardon leg for this structure over here in here. So that is the main idea. Now, on higher time frame, we have not yet taken a look at any of the higher degree targets. So if we have pivoted, we have pivoted from these lows that we currently have here. Oops, let's take a look at this. Some of these targets are here. Some of them are kind of moon boyish, but again, we have to acknowledge that they are there as targets. I feel like this 1.61 is way more common, same as this 1-to-1. 1.236 is again as well. Another way of looking at this is this guy, where we have this as an expanded flat. Log scale was meant to be used here, and we have some of the targets here, 1.382, exactly at where we have this 1-to-1. Missing a bit like $120, but in this scale it does not really offer too many different ideas. On arithmetic scale, we do have some confluence again, 1.382 and 1.618 here. We're going to be seeing which one of them is going to be hit, if any. Again, if we don't take out the wave A highs here, if again we are going to be getting this high again, or one more high here, if we don't take out the highs of wave A here, it's going to be a running flat. If we do, it's going to be an expanded flat. What is more common is the expanded flat. So again, expectation would be taking out these highs here. We'll see how much and how far we're going to be going. But again, we do have some kind of not too much support here beyond these levels. However, there are some consolidation, some weeks and up and down, so there is some support and resistance going on there. So again, I don't think we just rocket up straight to the moon, 2.618 extension targets. But again, just keep in mind that there is not too much support or consolidation over here. Now let's take a closer look at the very local structure that we have. Again, depending on where you want to be labeling it, you could be labeling it a bit higher. This wave 5 here of that third wave, or you could be just saying that we have it here and have this as a very simple three-way structure coming down. I currently have this as labeled as such. However, again, you could be having it something like this as well. Let's see if we can get any kind of extension targets here matching. 2-to-1 again hit, so again it is very extended as mentioned, but nothing else here really, in my opinion, is matching. Again, what we had here talked previously was these tops here acting as support, and that is acting as support here as well. Locally, what we have here is a couple of different interesting areas. Let's get this guy a bit further out, maybe up here. And yeah, the extension of this WXY 1.236 almost hit. Again, we are very close to it. And then this ABC here, 1.236 to 1.382. Neither of them hit perfectly, but again, that's all right. Then we had a 1-2 here, and comparing this fifth wave in length to this first, we can see that we hit to 1.382. Again, we had multiple different fibs here matching up, so they had quite a few different areas to look at and get stuck onto. Basically, this is the only way I could be labeling this as an ending diagonal here. For the fifth, I've labeled this as a 3, 4, and then this would be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's kind of ugly, but it's whatever. I can't really get into anything else at this point. I tried to label this as the wave 2 again as well. However, then we would have to use the trend line, something like that, and I don't like it either. So I'm just going to be using this as one. So yeah, that's that. Now, basically on the higher time frame again, we could be using this as a 535. That does not matter. We're having the exact same extension targets here. You can definitely be playing this in 5 waves. There is multiple ways of labeling this in 5 ways as well, but I'm just using ABCs or double zigzag here downwards. It looks decent as is as well. We don't have any divergence between the W and X, which is expected again for this kind of structure. We do have the divergences forming here locally against the thirds and fifths, and yeah, that is expected as well. Now, smaller time frame, let's take a closer look, which is here. The only way I could currently label this is that this is some kind of leading diagonal. A lot of overlapping structures. If we want to be more bullish, this would be a leading diagonal. If we want to be more bearish, this would be a leading diagonal. I can't really get into anything else. I was seeking for a partner leg for this structure here, and which is something that we definitely could have here. Now, here we have already taken out the highs of the previous highs, and even this, I don't know what this is. To be honest, I think we had this as 3, 3, and then we had this as 3. So this would be first structure, second structure. So we would have this as an ABC here. So overall, this whole thing would be a WXY from here on out, like such. And let's just use minuscule white here for now. So either we have this as an A wave, B wave, C wave, which is kind of fitting. However, again, we don't hit the absolute target here to the dot, but we are kind of close to the one-to-one extension here. At this point, we seem to be going up a bit. We have the chance of this being some kind of 1-2 setup and going higher. At this point, we could be labeling this as a wave 1-2, and then we would be looking for this as another 1-2 setup here on smaller time frames, which would be the more bullish option. So those are both the bullish and bearish options. If we have this as an ABC, we'd be seeking another look, move downwards basically, to look for a partner leg for this structure over here to create something like this. Now, why is this more bullish as well generally is because, again, we have taken out these highs here. If we end this 5-way structure or this structure as in the form of C, we can't really take anything impulsive to the downside since we have already taken out tops. So we have only one option here, which is expanded structure here. So at this point, we would be creating this as an A, B, and C coming down. And as this is a corrective structure correcting this previous move here, we would be looking to create another leg as such after this whole thing here is complete up in here. So basically creating a partner leg up here. So if we get another structure coming down, there is again a chance of looking for bullish move afterwards. Well, bullish in the sense that we could be looking for a 3-way move here. If again we extend, well, we would have to extend 90% of this move downwards, so somewhere around here, which would be extending so much of this ABC, it probably doesn't even look good anymore. that at that point we could be having this as an ABC, a flat. But for now, I think the best idea here is that we would be creating a WXY overall in the form of correcting up higher. Now again, when do we confirm that? Is taking out these lows. At that point again, we can't have this. Well, of course we could still have this as an ABC of that wave 2 here. So this wave 2 in white could be turning into here. Hopefully you managed to follow everything, quite a few different scenarios. So I'm still expecting a bit downturn, especially if we take out these previous lows here on the bullish scenario. It is not looking that good. I feel like if we take out these local highs here, then we would most likely create this ABC, and this ABC would be in the bullish scenario as well, part of this wave 2. So wave 2 would be shifted over here. But those are the things that I'm currently looking at. Definitely opportunities here. Once we take out these lows here, to look for another long setup. It could be swing failure of these lows. There is definitely a support and resistance here already established from these previous peaks and these previous lows. We can see that we went through here with volume. Let's see if I can find volume here. With volume here through this resistance, established as support here, came through a bit deeper of that support, and yeah, established that as more of a zone basically here as support before launching up higher. I think those are the ideas that I currently have on Bitcoin very locally. Again, if you made it this far into the video, I would appreciate the likes and comments. If you want to learn more, there's links to my Patreon and Discord on the description below. Check out JTC as well. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.